Today in our 2012 Toyota 4Runner, we're going to be doing a test fit on the Kuat Beta hanging style 2 bike rack. That's part number B202-2. So I've already got it loaded up on the 4Runner just to give you a good idea what it looks like and how it's going to hold our bikes. It actually secures them with 3 points of contact. We've got 2 straps for our top tube here, and then we've got 1 for our seat post tube. The one for our seat post tube is actually going to be our anti-sway. It's going to help prevent or cut down some of the sway in our bike while we're on the road, as well as prevent bike-to-bike contact and bike-to-vehicle contact. The cradles here are made out of a soft rubber, so we don't have to worry about them harming the finish on our bike. They also feature grooves, so they'll accommodate our brake lines and cables. Now the dual arms here, you may notice that they're a little bit closer together than your average hanging style bike rack. That's to help accommodate for bikes with different frame styles, so it'll be easier to put them on there. But let's go ahead and take our bike off. Now the straps here are like a ratchet style strap, so it's going to be very easy to secure our bike. Go ahead and push in on the tab and take those straps out, and we can take our bike off. Now some people like to leave their straps undone, that way they can quickly and easily load their bike and hit the road. I'm going to go ahead and replace mine. I'd like to point out that the straps do kind of rotate back and forth. That way they accommodate for those different frame designs. And the anti-sway cradle portion does rotate back and forth. Now let's take a measurement. So with the arms up, we've added about 24 inches to our 4Runner. The nice thing is they fold down for compact storage. This would be ideal for pulling in your garage or in a close quarter parking spot or parallel parking. Now what we want to do is we'll come back here to this thumb screw, and real quick what that does is it helps reduce some of that play that we have in our dual arms. So by tightening that up, it's going to get rid of that. So we can start by loosening that up. We're going to remove the pin and clip, and we're going to fold that down, and we're going to replace the pin through this hole here. And that's going to keep it from raising back up on us. So by lowering those down, we're now at about 13 inches on the back. So be ideal for pulling in that tight spot. Our space between is going to be about 5.5 inches here. From the center of the Hitch-Pin hole, it's going to be about 6.5 inches. Our ground clearance here at the very bottom looks like 16.5 inches. Now another nice feature about this bike rack is it has the ability to tilt away from our vehicle so we can gain access to our rear hatch. So we'll come down here to the bottom. I want to loosen up that thumb screw. It too has the same job as the one on top. It's going to reduce some of that play and rattle in our center mast. As you can see with that tightened up, no movement. So we can loosen it up a tad and then remove that pin and clip. And we're actually going to insert that down here. And by putting it at the bottom here, we're going to tilt out our bike rack, and it's going to rest on that pin. So as you can see, we're going to have plenty of room to remove any cargo, gear, groceries, anything we might have with us on our trip. We'll go ahead and raise that back up. Reinsert that pin and clip. And then come to our thumb screw and tighten that up. Now our bike rack is to be used for 2-inch by 2-inch receivers only. That's what we've got here. The pin and clip is included. Once we've got those lined up and through our pinhole there, make our way back here to this knob. By tightening this up, it's going to help reduce all that play and rattle within our receiver and our bike rack to make a nice solid ride for our 2 bikes. As you can see, there is no movement there. No noise and no movement. But that's going to complete our test fit on the Kuat Beta hanging style 2 bike rack, part number B202-2 on our 2012 Toyota 4Runner.
Here it is on our test course. We'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Next, we're at the alternating speed bumps, which we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. And finally, we have the full speed bumps, where we'll see the up and down action, which is just like driving out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.